Hello everybody, welcome into another lesson. So today we're going to talk about multiplying polynomials. And again, some of this is going to seem like review, but it is necessary as we get further into the course. Here for the first one, we have a real easy one here. You have a simple distributive type. You have x on the outside of the parentheses times the quantity of x squared plus 6x minus 7. As you know, you would just distribute the x. Use your distributive property. This would become x to the third plus 6x squared minus 7x. That's all you would get. X to the third plus 6x squared minus 7x. Easy enough, right? The distributive types are real easy. Then also, more recently, we've covered types such as this, where you have the foiling type. You have the quantity of x minus 4 times the quantity of x minus 7. So the quantity of x minus 4 times the quantity of x minus 7. You just use FOIL for that. So you would get x squared minus 7x minus 4x plus 28, which is simply going to simplify into x squared minus 11x plus 28. So the foiling, that's also pretty easy, right? So x squared minus 11x plus 28. This is what you should get. Real simple. Now where it gets a little bit harder, but not by much, is when you're multiplying a binomial such as the one I'm about to put up, x plus 3, you're multiplying a binomial by a trinomial. So x squared minus 4x plus 9. So you have the quantity of x plus 3 times the quantity of x squared minus 4x plus 9. It's just a longer FOIL. That's all you could think of it as. Instead of two pieces to consider for foiling in the second product, you have three pieces. So it's going to work much the same way though. Take x times x squared, what do you get? You get x to the third. Then x times negative 4x, you would get minus 4x squared. And then you would get x times positive 9, that'd be plus 9x. Now plus 3 times x squared, that'd be plus 3x squared. Plus 3 times negative 4x, that'd be minus 12x. Plus 3 times plus 9, that's plus 27. So now you just have an addition, now you just have a simple addition, subtraction of variable terms. So the x to the third, that's our only x to the third. Now you have negative 4x squared plus 3x squared, that become minus x squared. Then you have positive 9x minus 12x, that'd be minus 3x. And then you have just your plus 27. So this would simplify into x to the third minus x squared minus 3x plus 27. These still aren't too bad. Now let's level it up a bit. We have 6x plus 2. We have that quantity times a trinomial of 2x squared minus 6x plus 1. So we got the quantity of 6x plus 2 times the quantity of 2x squared minus 6x plus 1. Again, let's go ahead and FOIL this out, right? So 6x times 2x squared, that would give you 12x to the third. Then we have 6x times negative 6x, so that'd be minus 36x squared. Then 6x times positive 1, that's just plus 6x. Then 2 times 2x squared, that'd be plus 4x squared. Then 2 times negative 6x, that'd be minus 12x. And then 2 times 1, well, that's just plus 2. Now just add all these up. Well, you have only one x to the third term, so you'll have 12x to the third. Then negative 36x squared plus 4x squared, that turns into minus 32x squared. Then 6x minus 12x, that becomes minus 6x. And then you just have a plus 2. So this would simplify into 12x to the third minus 32x squared minus 6x plus 2. That's what you would end up getting in the end. Then, of course, you could end up having two trinomials you're multiplying, such as x squared plus x plus 4. That quantity times the quantity of 2x squared minus x plus 1. So this time we're multiplying two trinomials. The first one is x squared plus x plus 4. That quantity times 2x squared minus x plus 1. It's just a longer FOIL. That's all you're going to do. Just do a longer FOIL process. So if you take x squared times 2x squared, you'll end up getting 2x to the fourth. Then take your x squared times your negative x. That'd be minus x to the third. Then take your x squared times your 1. That'd be plus x squared. Now, take your x times your 2x squared, that'd be plus 2x to the third. Then take your x times your negative x, that'd be minus x squared. Then take your x times 1, that's just plus x. Then take 4 times 2x squared, well that'd be plus 8x squared. Then take 4 times negative x, that'd be minus 4x. Then you have 4 times 1, that's just plus 4. So this just, again, turns it into a simple addition subtraction of polynomials. You have only one x to the fourth term, so you'll keep your 2x to the fourth. But let's see, you have 2x to the third terms. You have a negative x to the third plus a 2x to the third. That turns into positive x to the third. So 2x to the fourth plus x to the third. Then x squared minus x squared is 0 plus that 8x squared. You'll have, so this will become plus 8x squared. And then you end up having, let's see, for x to the first you have x minus 4x. That's going to be minus 3x. Then you just have one constant term, plus 4. So this would simplify into 2x to the fourth plus x to the third plus 8x squared minus 3x plus 4. Really not that bad. It's just a longer FOIL. That's all it is. I'll do another example like this. So let's see, we have the trinomial of x squared minus x minus 3. That quantity times x squared plus 4x plus 2. Alright, so we have two trinomials here. X squared minus x minus 3. That quantity times x squared plus 4x plus 2. Well, again, it's just a longer FOIL. So take x squared times x squared, you would get x to the fourth. And then x squared times positive 4x, that'd be plus 4x to the third. Then take your x squared times your 2, you would just get plus 2x squared. Now, take your negative x, multiply by x squared, you would end up getting minus x to the third. Then take your negative x, multiply it by 4x, you would end up getting minus 4x squared. Then take your negative x, multiply it by 2, you'd end up getting minus 2x. Now, take your negative 3, multiply by x squared, you would get minus 3x squared. Take your negative 3, multiply it by 4x, you'd end up getting minus 12x. Then take your negative 3, multiply it by 2, you'd end up getting minus 6. So now we just have a simple addition subtraction of a polynomials here. you have only one x to the fourth term, so you'll have x to the fourth, then 4x to the third minus x to the third is 3x to the third. Yep, that's all you get. So you'd have plus 3x to the third. See, 2x squared minus 4x squared is negative 2x squared. And then you would end up having minus 3x squared, that's minus 5x squared. Alright, then you have, let's see, negative 2x minus 12x, that's minus 14x. Then you would end up having, of course, your constant of negative 6, so minus 6. So this should all simplify into x to the fourth plus 3x to the third minus 5x squared minus 14x minus 6. And you can also multiply more than two polynomials. So let's get into that here a little bit. What if we had so we're going to multiply three polynomials, I should say binomials. So we'll have x minus 9, that quantity, times, it's actually x plus 9, excuse me, x plus 9, that quantity times x minus 2 times the quantity of x minus 7. Alright, so now we're multiplying three binomials. So how the heck are we going to handle that? So you have the quantity of x plus 9 times the quantity of x minus 2 times the quantity of x minus 7. Whenever you're confronted with three of them, I would temporarily leave the first one alone and FOIL the next two. So FOIL the middle and the far right one. It's going to make your life easier. So keep that x plus 9 the way it is for the time being, but FOIL your x minus 2 and x minus 7. What does that turn into? X times x is x squared minus 7x minus 2x plus 14. Which is going to simplify into the quantity of x plus 9 times x squared minus 9x plus 14. Now you're only multiplying two things, making your life a little bit easier. You have a binomial times a trinomial. So FOIL again, this time with the first one involved. So x times x squared, that brings you to x to the third, or x cubed, however you prefer to say it. Then you have x times negative 9x, that'd be minus 9x squared. X times 14, that'd be plus 14x. Then you have 9 times x squared, so that'd be plus 9x squared. Then you have 9 times negative 9x, that'd be minus 81x. Then you have 9 times 14, so 108, 117, 126. So you would end up getting 100 plus 126. Now you just go through and add and subtract everything. You have only one x to the third term, so you'll get x to the third. Then you have negative 9x squared plus 9x squared, so your second degree term will cancel out. Then you have 14x minus 81x, that'd be minus 67x. Then you have plus 126. So this is going to simplify into x to the third minus 67x plus 126. Really not that bad having three of them. Alright, let's see, a little bit different. So we have the quantity of 2x minus 3 times the quantity of x plus 7 times the quantity of x plus 6. So again, we have three binomials we're multiplying by each other. The quantity of 2x minus 3 times the quantity of x plus 7 times the quantity of x plus 6. Again, when you're confronted with three of them, do yourself a favor. Forget about the first one temporarily. Take care of the right two. Foil out the right two. So this 2x minus 3 is going to stay the way it is for the time being. But we're going to FOIL out the next two. So x times x would give you x squared. Then x times 6 would give you plus 6x. 7 times x, that would give you plus 7x. And then 7 times 6, that would give you plus 42. Which is going to simplify down into the quantity of 2x minus 3 times the quantity of x squared plus 13x plus 42. Now you're just multiplying two polynomials. You're multiplying a binomial times a trinomial. So let's go ahead and FOIL these out. 2x times x squared would give you 2x to the third. Then 2x times 13x, that would give you plus 26x squared. Then 2x times 42, that would give you plus 84x. Now, negative 3 times x squared, that'd be minus 3x squared. Then you have negative 3 times 13x, that'd be minus 39x. Then you have negative 3 times 42. So let's see, 84. Let's see, 84, 126. So that'd be minus 126. So now we just go through and simplify. You'll end up with 2x to the third. All right, 26x squared minus 3x squared, that turns into plus 23x squared. Then 84x minus 39x, that would be plus 45x. Then you have minus 126. So all this is going to simplify into 2x to the third plus 23x squared plus 45x minus 126. I think we'll do one more, and then we'll be done with the lesson. All right, the quantity of 4x minus 1 times the quantity of 2x minus 1 times the quantity of 3x minus 2. So again, we have three binomials we're multiplying by each other. So the quantity of 4x minus 1 times the quantity of 2x minus 1 times the quantity of 3x minus 2. Again, leave your left one alone, FOIL out your two that are to the right of it when you have three of them. So the 4x minus 1, that quantity will stay the way it is temporarily. Now FOIL out the 2x minus 1, the 3x minus 2. So 2x times 3x, that's 6x squared. Then 2x times negative 2, that's going to be minus 4x. Then negative 1 times 3x, that'll be minus 3x. Then negative 1 times negative 2, that's plus 2. So this will simplify into the quantity of 4x minus 1 times the quantity of 6x squared minus 7x plus 2. Now we just have a binomial times a trinomial. So we'll go ahead and FOIL all that out too. 4x times 6x squared, that'd be 24x to the third. Then you have 4x times negative 7x, that'd be minus 28x squared. Then 4x times 2, that'd be plus 8x. Then negative 1 times 6x squared, that'd be minus 6x squared. Negative 1 times negative 7x, that'd be plus 7x. Then negative 1 times 2, that'd just be minus 2. Now we'll go through and simplify. You'll still keep your 24x to the third since it's the only x to the third term. Negative 28x squared minus 6x squared, that becomes minus 34x squared. Then 8x plus 7x, that'd be plus 15x. Then you just have a minus 2. Real easy. So it would simplify into 24x to the third minus 34x squared plus 15x minus 2. So as you see, multiplying polynomials are pretty simple. Now the next lesson we're going to go in reverse. We're going to start factoring polynomials. The very next lesson we're going to talk about sum and difference of cubes. Just like we were able to factor a difference of squares, technically we can factor a sum of squares now since we've learned imaginary numbers. Because if you have the sum of perfect squares, it's just going to factor into x plus an imaginary number times x minus that same imaginary number. But sum and difference of cubes also factor pretty nicely. So we'll talk about those in the next lesson. I hope everyone has a great day. Take care.